And Zechariah chapter 4 in the King James Version. And the angel that talked with me came again and waked me, as a man that is wakened out of his sleep, and said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold a candlestick all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps thereon, and 7 pipes to the 7 lamps, which are upon the top thereof, and 2 olive trees by it, one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof. So I answered and spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my Lord? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said unto me, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel thou shalt become a plain, and he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shoutings, crying, Grace, grace unto it. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hand shall also finish it. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto you. For who hath despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice, and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those 7. They are the eyes of the Lord, which run to and fro through the whole earth. Then answered I and said unto him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, and upon the left side thereof? And I answered again and said unto him, What be these 2 olive branches which through the 2 golden pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then he said, These are the 2 anointed ones that stand by the Lord of the whole earth. Okay. Wow. So, similar, I immediately thought cliffhanger. Take note of verse 14. That's going to come up again, particularly in Revelation. So this is a prophecy on a prophecy. This whole thing is a prophecy. So there is a reason why Zechariah is seeing this lampstand. There was a lampstand built similar to this, but where? That is the question for you. Was it, and I'll give you some hints, was it the tabernacle or was it the actual place of worship in Jerusalem? Was it actually the temple? What was the lamp utilized for and where was it located? Knowing some of that, so taking some of that, may assist with understanding why in this place, Zechariah, right? Zechariah, this is during the time of exile, the return, Darius, you name it. So these things were, the temple may have not been rebuilt just yet. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But this is a vision immediately that he saw as soon as the angel awakened him, right? So again, it starts off in 2. So he's waking out of this sleep. And said unto me by this angel, and said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold a candlestick all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps thereon, and 7 pipes to the 7 lamps, which are upon the top thereof, and 2 olive trees by it, one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof. So I answered and spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my Lord? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said unto me, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Whenever I read this, I see that there was an example that had to be made. So, and Israel was that example, and still is to this day, that the Lord brought them out, he gave them commandments, and they cannot live by the commandments. They cannot live by the commands of the Lord, the law of the Lord, to be righteous and holy. There was an explanation of, hey, look, no matter how good that you're going to try to be, you're still going to fall short. And it talks about that in the book of Romans again. So there's an example. However, the Lord is going to make a way. The Lord is going to do it. Where the Lord is, that's where the power, the glory, the grace, and the mercy lies. So not by might, nor by power. And that's what we think of today, that there's going to be some type of power that we have to see, that we have to see to believe, that we have to see some type of physicality, whether it be through a person, whether it be through a group of people, or this thing that's going to be this power that's just going to come and force everybody. And we forget who the Lord is. The Lord is full of grace and mercy. The Lord is full of love. People have a decision to make. Not by might, nor by power. Think about that. What is it right now that we're going through? What is it right now that we're going through that rings a bell to why something's so wrong right now? Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord is spirit. And guess what? The Lord is the creator of all things. The Lord has power beyond our imaginations. The Lord is love. The Lord has salvation. The Lord wants us to be in his joy. The Lord wants us to be in his rest. And the Lord wants us to be in his peace. When we lean on him and when we seek him, that's when we get to see him. That's when we get to see what he does for us. That's when we can get a glimpse of his power. Before we go on, though, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? Read over this. How does it make you feel and what does it make you think?